Opus, 2025. The budget is around $25 million, and its worldwide gross is around $5 million. So, possible losses are around $20 million or more. A24 hyped Opus as a surreal psychological thriller, stacked with talent like John Malkovich. But what audiences got was a muddled film full of exposition and underdeveloped ideas.
Everybody meet Ariel, some young blood from the magazine. This is Clara, the most hated sex symbol on TV.
Thank you. How's print media treating you?
It felt more like an overlong student short than a polished feature. Early viewers complained that the story wandered without direction, with tension only kicking in halfway through the runtime. The performances were strong, but even Malkovich couldn't save it from critics calling it a generic mess. The execution was too weak to match its bold style, leaving A24 with one of its biggest critical and financial flops in years. Death of a Unicorn, 2025. Its budget is around $15 million, and its worldwide gross is around $16 million. Not enough money to break even. With a strong cast and premise mixing horror, satire, and dark comedy, Death of a Unicorn had potential, but it never committed to any one genre. Critics pointed out the uneven pacing, bizarre tone, and laughably poor night cinematography that made entire scenes unwatchable.
Office, get out of your way.
Take it down.
Even rising stars couldn't pull it off, proving once again that good actors can save bad writing. Instead of the next Hereditary, it came off like a bad parody. A24 banked on its edgy concept, but the box office just didn't care. I Saw the TV Globe, 2024. Its budget, $10 million, and its worldwide gross is around $4.4 million. So, possible losses are around $15 million considering marketing and theatrical cuts. Because this film had serious indie hype, with critics praising its aesthetic and surreal exploration of identity. But mainstream audiences found it slow, alienating, and overly expository. Many described it as 60% exposition dumps, with endless staring and monologues that killed pacing.
I'm dying right now! Do you see me laughing?
The story about two lonely teens obsessed with the TV show struck some as brilliant, but most saw it as hollow style over substance. Fans compared it to an A24 try-hard project, and its disappointing box office reflected that. Y2K, 2024. Its budget is around $12 million and it grossed over $6 million worldwide. So possible losses around $10 million or more. Y2K leaned hard on 90s nostalgia with a bloody comedic disaster premise.
Laura, let's roll.
We need to find Raleigh.
That, come on.
No.
Fine. Die with these losers.
Guess I will, asshole.
Don't admit that we're losers.
The trailer promised an insane, super bad meets this is the end vibe, but in reality, almost all the best kills and gags were packed into the first half hour.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
After the party massacre scene, the movie dragged and lost its energy. Audiences walked out frustrated that A24 wasted such a fun concept. Despite great practical effects, the weak pacing doomed it. The Front Room, 2024. Budget, $8 million, and its worldwide gross is around $3 million. So, big loss, probably around $8 to $10 million or more. A24 marketed this as a creepy psychological horror. The Front Room turned out to be anything but scary.
I do not know my granddaughter's name.
Oh, we're gonna name her Fern.
Fern? Another plant you got growing in there? No.
Viewers called it dull, mean, and pointless, with repetitive scenes of Catherine Hunter's shrill character dominating the runtime. The movie wanted to be edgy and unsettling in a true A24 style, but instead it felt like a forgettable Lifetime thriller. So despite solid acting from Brandy and Hunter, it simply didn't connect. Beau Is Afraid, 2023. Budget, $35 million. This is quite big, but it only grossed $11.7 million worldwide. So the possible losses are around $40 to $50 million. This is the A24 flop that everyone talked about. Ari Aster's 3-hour anxiety-fueled odyssey starring Joaquin Phoenix was unlike anything else in the theaters. And maybe That was the problem. It was too weird, too long, and too unmarketable. A24 botched the release, barely advertising it despite having Martin Scorsese and Emma Stone host a Q&A. Joaquin Phoenix did minimal promotion, and Ari Aster himself seemed unsure how to explain his own movie.
How much?
You drank already, you owe $179. 179.
Oh no. Oh.
I'll call the police.
No, look, I'm paying.
In Brooklyn, people reported theaters with fewer than 10 viewers opening weekend. While loved by a niche audience, it was too polarizing to ever succeed financially. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, 2022. Budget $5 million. Its worldwide gross is around $7 million. Probably enough to break even, but A24 probably lost around $2 to $3 million. This adorable stop-motion mockumentary earned critical acclaim and even an Oscar nomination. But financially, it didn't break out. A24 hoped it would cross into family audiences, but the limited release and niche concept capped its potential. Critics adored Jenny Slate's voice work and the heartfelt story, but it couldn't match the marketing reach of Pixar or Illumination.
What a weird thing to try to test to see if someone else is into. Like, of course I'm into peace. No, sorry, I'm a real war person. No, war. Actually, I sign all my personal letters. War. Let the battle begin, Marcel.
It was a cult classic, but commercially, it missed. It's too bad it didn't earn much, because most people who've watched it loved the movie. Waves, 2019. Budget, $6 million. It grossed over $2.6 million worldwide, and it lost probably around $8 to $10 million. Trey Edward Schultz's ambitious family drama split audiences. The first half is an intense, devastating tragedy, but the abrupt tonal shift in the second half lost many viewers. Some called it emotionally manipulative. The problem was marketability. It was too long, too bleak, and too unconventional to attract mainstream crowds.
I know you're under a lot of pressure right now, but I'm just getting really scared.
Oh, what? What's going on? You okay?
I still haven't gotten my period.
It never found its footing and quietly faded from theaters despite critical praise. Green Room, 2016. Budget, $5 million, and it grossed over $3.8 million worldwide. Losses are around $5 to $7 million minimum, because on paper, Green Room had everything: a tense premise, Nazi villains, and the late Anton Yelchin in one of his final roles. Critics praised the raw tension and brutality, but general audiences found it too bleak, too violent, and too empty. Many complained about its lack of thematic depth, shallow characters, and repetitive escape and reset structure. Instead of building momentum, the movie felt stuck. A24 marketed it as a gritty thriller, but it was too extreme for a wide audience and too thin for the art house crowd.
You're killing us. Keep the gun! Hold on. Okay.
That's 8 minutes. Thank you for watching. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe for more flops.